What is up, everybody? It is Duncan with Zia Guns, and I'm back here with another video for you guys today. Now, today we have something a little bit different than what we've done before. Here working in the shop, we get questions all the time about what's the best pistol for their budget. And so I wanted to do a video for everyone out there in case you're looking for something and you don't know what really is the best inside of your own budget for your pistol. Now, everyone has different budgets as far as that goes. So I'm gonna start at the very bottom and kind of move my way up to something that's a little bit more high end. So let's get right into the list right now. So first up, I have the Taurus G2C. Now, before you get in the comments and you start arguing with me about Taurus is trash or anything like this, I will agree that yes, they were trash. Now notice how I emphasize were. So they since about, I wanna say maybe a year ago is when I first heard about it, so I don't know the exact timeline of whenever they moved, but they did move into a new facility in Brazil, and I believe it was an old Kimber factory. So since they moved into that old Kimber factory, they have really upgraded the quality of their pistols. And so before they had a lot of jamming issues. They had, we heard everything from jamming to just completely not working or anything like that. But since they moved into that factory, we haven't really heard a ton of complaints about this. In fact, it's been the exact opposite. We have people coming in saying that they love their Taurus. And now these are people that own Glock or Smith & Wesson or a ton of different things. And they say that the Taurus is probably one of their favorite pistols. Now, it is a lower tier budget, and so you're not gonna get anything fancy on this guy. On the G2Cs, the back sights are fixed, the front sights are fixed, so you can't switch the sights out on them. They did, in fact, upgrade their trigger about 6 months ago on these guys, so it's got a little bit better of a trigger, but it's not gonna be anything that's great or fantastic. It's not even gonna compare to some of the other ones that I'm gonna talk about as far as the trigger goes. Now, this one in particular is a double stack magazine. There are 10 rounds inside of this pistol. Let me just show you that magazine so it's a little bit smaller here. Another great thing is if you're looking into the concealed carry world and you want to get something that's a little bit cheaper, the Taurus isn't a bad option. Now, it's a little heavy as far as that goes. You've got a polymer lower here on the frame, and then you've got steel on the upper here. But as far as the price goes on this one, it's going to retail anywhere from about $270 up to about $300. Their prices have raised. They used to be around $250 almost a year ago, but inflation, hey, thanks Joe Biden. Inflation has caused their prices to go up a little bit slowly here lately. Not a terrible pistol for its price point. If you don't have a ton of money to spend on a pistol, the Taurus is definitely not a bad option to go with. It'd be my #1 choice if you're looking to spend sub $300 on a pistol. So there you go, the Taurus G2C. #1 on our list as far as the lowest budget goes. And now next up, we're gonna move up here, and I thought about putting maybe a Ruger or something on the list, but honestly, I think the quality of Ruger pistols has kind of gone down a little bit lately. And so I think for the price point that you're gonna spend, most Rugers that I could have put on this list are gonna be around $400. And I think honestly, you'd be better going with the Taurus because you're gonna spend a little bit less for about the same quality. Their triggers aren't any better than the Taurus's. As far as all the mechanics go, now they do have pistols that have a little bit more mag capacity, but so does Taurus. They've got their full-size G3 that's going to be around $300. So I didn't bother putting anything from Ruger on here, even though I probably could have for the next step up. Instead, I'm just going to move on to the next pistol that I would choose inside of this budget, and that is going to be the ever so popular Glock 19. Now, there's a reason that this thing is popular. Glock is super reliable. Now, there's nothing fancy factory just out of the box. Now, what you can do with your Glock 19 is you can add a lot of upgrades to this guy, and that is a good thing about it. But we'll talk about this a little bit later with another pistol that I'm going to talk about. You're going to end up spending a whole lot more on this guy after you do get done upgrading it. So I think just the factory Glock 19 right out of the box is a great option to go if you're looking to spend more of the mid-tier budget. So this guy is going to retail anywhere from about $589 to about $620, depending on where you get it from. And so as far as the pistol goes, you're gonna get a 15-round magazine inside of this guy. It is cleared. Yep, 15-round magazine inside of this. As far as your sights go, they just got the regular factory Glock sights on this with the U-shape in the back and then the front sight up here. Now these are replaceable sights, so you can't upgrade them to something like the X-rays or the tritiums, whatever route you want to go if you want to get some night sights on here. Now that's going to be an upgrade that I would suggest you do. That's not going to break the bank or anything like that. But as far as the other upgrades you can do, there is a ton of different companies. You can drop a new trigger in this. You can completely replace the slide, make this thing optic ready. You can replace the barrel. You know, you can really do just about anything you want to make this Glock just as fancy as some of the pistols that I'm going to talk about a little bit later. But again, you're going to spend about double the amount on that. So as far as, you know, a mid-tier budget that is upgradable up to an upper tier budget, I think the Glock 19 is a perfect choice to talk about second. Again, super reliable. You're never going to go wrong with buying a Glock. There is a reason that they have been one of the best-selling pistols for a long time now. They're consistently one of the hottest pistols inside of our shop. So there you go. If you're looking for more of your mid-tier budget and you want to spend around $600 on a pistol, I wouldn't shy away from the Glock 19. There are other options, but I think this one is the best for that budget range. Now let's move on to our next pistol. And I was thinking about doing maybe 3 or 4 pistols on this list, but instead I'm gonna do 5. So my next step is going to be a little bit higher, and that is going to be the Canik. Now, this one in particular is the TP9SFX. And so this is their extended model. Now, the reason I chose this one is because it's got already all the upgrades kind of on it, except for the trigger upgrade. Now, the Caniks, they are the best bang for your buck, without a doubt. So if you didn't already know, and this is your first time ever hearing about this company, I would hope not, but if this is your first time ever hearing about this company, inside of the box with every single Canik, whether it's optic ready or not, you are going to get 2 mags, the pistol, cleaning kit, and then you're also going to get an outside the waistband holster, and then you're also going to get a hard case for them. Now, I don't know any other company off the top of my head that's going to give you all that bundled in whenever you first buy your pistol. You might be able to buy a bundle like that, but not something that they sell regularly. That's just every single Canik that they make. They always send a holster and everything else that I said that comes with it. So this one in particular is going to come with the Vortex Viper as well. And so normally without the optic on the TP9SFX, you're gonna spend around $589, around the same price as the Glock. That's why I included this on this list, but with the optic, you're gonna spend anywhere from $750 to about $800. Now, I don't know of another pistol that you can buy optic ready that comes with the holster, that comes with another magazine, that comes with the cleaning kit, that comes with the case, that comes with literally everything that you need for that bundle price. And Canik are honestly some of the best pistols on the market right now. I talked about how Glock was one of the hottest pistols that we sell, but Canik is also probably right up there with Glock. We sell a ton of these guys. People love them. They come with fiber optic sights on the front. They've got about 4 different colors of fiber optic colors that come with it. And then it does come with all the tools and stuff like that. If the pistol's optic ready, to switch out your optic, extra screws, you know, just everything that you would need, this guy comes with. It does come with the extra plates in case you want to go with a different optic than the Vortex Viper. But as far as just out of the box, ready to go, there's nothing in my mind that beats the Canik at that price point of about $750. I don't think you can find anything better when it comes to that. Now, this is the extended model, so you're gonna get a 21 round mag with this guy, and it's got, you know, it's got your lower little rail here to put a light on it. If you're looking for home defense, I don't think this would be a bad option as far as that goes. If you're looking for an everyday carry, I would probably maybe suggest their TP9 Elite. It's around the same price as this guy with the optic. I think that one's actually a little bit cheaper. I think it retails for around $700 with the optic on the TP9 Elite, and it's a much smaller frame. But this one just already had everything that came with it, and so I decided to bring this one out. So if you're looking for something anywhere from about $550 all the way up to around $800, the Canik is not a bad option. Now, they do have another option that's a little bit more expensive. It is the Combat Elite, and that one is gonna come with threaded barrel, optic ready. It's got their flat competition style trigger in that guy. I mean, the trigger is just fantastic. I think it's just under and or rivals some of the Sig triggers that are out there right now. It's a stupid trigger. So yeah, those are the Caniks. So if you're looking for a great mid-tier budget pistol that's already got an optic with it, I don't think you can get any better than the Canik right now. All right, let's move on to my next pistol. So for my next pistol, I'm going to have something maybe not familiar to some and familiar to some. This is the Shadow System DR920. So this one is modeled after a Glock 17. And the reason I included this on the list is because it's got a little bit more of the upgrades here. So this does have a threaded barrel on it. This one is optic ready. It does come, this one's been upgraded to the tritium sights on the front, but I think they natively come with those tritium sights as well. Also with this guy, you're gonna get 17 rounds in the magazine. And I didn't say this for the Glock, but I'll say it now. With Glock and Shadow System and anything that kind of is modeled after a Glock, you have the ability to also have not only the native magazines that come with them, but you have the ability to move up to, let's say, like a stick mag, an extended mag. You're gonna get anywhere from 30 to 35 in those extended magazines, but you can also buy a drum for these guys. You can get up to 50 rounds. I mean, just the ability to customize anything in the Glock family or modeled after the Glock family is just kind of insane to me. But this one is gonna be more of our higher end budget pistol. This one's gonna retail anywhere from about $900 to $1,000, depending on where you buy it from. Again, I know it's all gonna be different everywhere you go in the States right now. Again, thanks Joe Biden for inflation. So with the Shadow System DR920, I don't think you can really get any better whenever you're getting into that 1,000 tier mark as far as that goes. So yeah, that's the Shadow System. Again, same thing with the Glock. You can upgrade a lot of the things on here, but this one's already pretty much fully upgraded, so not really much to upgrade on this guy. Maybe you want to drop a little bit better of a trigger in it, but honestly, I think this one already has Shadow System's best trigger in it. So yeah, super fantastic pistol for the price point. I don't think you can really go wrong. Again, you can go with something like an FN that's going to be really similar to this one, or even the Sig, and those are going to be above $1,000. Those are going to be about $1,200 for this same exact kind of style of pistol. The 509T goes for, you know, $1,100 to $1,200. The X5 Legion is going to cost you about $1,200. So for everything that you get on this pistol, I think this is really one of the best pistols you can spend for sub $1,000 to around $1,000. So yeah, that is the Shadow System DR920. Now, the next pistol that I want to talk about, I don't actually have in shop with me today, so I'm just going to kind of talk about it, and that is the Sig Sauer P320 spec tray, or actually I think it's X-Comp spec tray. That pistol is widely known right now as probably one of the best pistols on the market just in general. Comes with an integrated compensator, comes with the X-ray sights on it, comes with probably the best trigger on the market that's a factory trigger right now. I think the magazines are 21 round magazines, and so as far as a pistol goes, when it comes to Sig, I think they make some of the best pistols. Now, I am a big Sig stan. I do own quite a few Sigs, and so you're gonna spend quite a bit of money on that guy. You're gonna spend anywhere from $1,500 up to $1,650, depending on where you find it, if you can even find it at this point. I know I've seen some rolling around on Gunbroker going all the way up for $1,800. So I mean, it is a higher end pistol. But as far as the pistols that you're gonna see in gun stores, that one, if you see it and you've got the money and you wanna spend some money, that is one of the best pistols on the market. So that is going to be our list for today. We kind of went through every single budget. Again, I'll kind of run through it really fast. And thanks for sticking around to the end of the video if you're still here. So first up, we've got the Taurus G2C. Now that's gonna be lower budget. Again, price point $270 to about $300, depending on where you get it from. The Glock 19, about $589 up to about $630, again, depending on where you get it from. We've got the Canik TP9SFX, or just the family of the Caniks. And this one's gonna go anywhere from $500 to about $800. The Shadow System DR920, and then lastly, the Sig P320 Spec Tray Comp. Again, thanks for joining me here on this video today. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment down below some of your opinions. We'd love to hear them. If you want, watch the next video right here. Thanks. See ya.